The gunshot tore through the calm of Willow Creek, a sound so raw it stopped hearts. Game over, or so it seemed. But who really won? Linda Harper thought she'd saved our sleepy suburb from a terrorist when she saw me, Nathan Brooks, with a stranger at my weathered cabin. That was enough for her to dial 911, spin a wild story, and fire a bullet. She didn't know the man she shot carried secrets that could topple empires. Nor did she suspect someone in my quiet home could turn her call into a national security crisis. Some secrets are worth dying for. Others, once exposed, can bury a system. Linda picked the wrong target, and this is the story of how her shot ignited a firestorm nobody saw coming. I'm Nathan Brooks, and 6 months ago, I poured my savings into this 1,200-square-foot cabin in Willow Creek, craving peace after a brutal career as a federal crisis coordinator. 8 years of juggling FBI, FEMA, and local cops during disasters burned me out. Now, I'm a handyman, fixing leaks and wiring alarms, acting like I never held clearances that made agents flinch. Willow Creek seemed ideal: tree-lined lanes, modest homes, neighbors who nod but mind their own. Or so I thought. Linda Harper, the HOA's self-appointed queen, patrols with a ruler, ready to pounce if your mailbox leans a degree off-center. In her late 50s, always prim, her smile never reaches her eyes, and she sees every stranger as a threat. That Tuesday, I was setting up motion sensors when my old friend Caleb Reed rolled in. Caleb and I go back to my federal days. Our ties knotted in ways I can't untangle here. He's a cybersecurity guru who could make tech titans sweat, yet one of the kindest souls I know. What Linda, spying from her blinds, couldn't know was that Caleb was in witness protection, building a case against a cybercrime syndicate. His testimony could cage dangerous men. He arrived jittery, clutching a duffel of gear surveillance detectors, encrypted comms, a signal jammer that screamed trouble to an outsider. "Thanks for letting me set up here," he muttered, scanning the street. "My safe house got burned. My handler needs me secure for the trial." We'd barely started when Linda appeared at my fence, her voice syrupy with menace. "What's with all that gear, Nathan?" I stayed calm, saying Caleb was upgrading my security, true, but not her business. Her gaze locked on Caleb's federal badge, her mind already weaving conspiracies. "That's military grade," she hissed. "Is he even allowed?" Caleb stiffened, his hand twitching toward his phone. A tension like hers could be fatal in his world. I tried to ease the tension, but Linda was already retreating, phone out, vowing to call the HOA and, if needed, the cops. Caleb leaned in, voice low. "I'm being tracked, Nathan. If cops show, my cover's toast, and 6 months of work vanishes." As she stormed off, I knew trouble was brewing. True to form, Linda called 911, painting us as a terrorist cell plotting to torch the local diner. 20 minutes later, patrol cars swarmed my cabin, led by Officer Tom Grayson, a grizzled cop tired of false alarms. "Step out. Hands up," he barked. Caleb emerged, pale but steady. I started explaining, but Linda strutted over, clipboard in hand, now in her HOA blazer, accusing Caleb of hauling bomb-making gear. Then Caleb shocked us, pulling his federal ID, outing himself as a protected witness. Grayson's demeanor shifted, radioing to confirm. Detective Emily Stone, a Rivalries old colleague from federal days, sharp enough to read a scene like a novel. She eyed Caleb's ID, Linda's drama, and me, flashing a half-smile. "Trouble finds you, Nathan, even in retirement." She listened as I explained, but Linda doubled down, ranting about her duty to protect Willow Creek. Emily warned her of federal charges for meddling with a witness, but Linda stormed off, swearing to handle it herself. Caleb, sensing his cover crumbling, packed up and left with an escort Emily arranged. I thought the storm had passed. I was dead wrong. 30 minutes later, Linda's door slammed, shaking the block. She emerged with a gleaming .38 revolver, gripping it like a sharpshooter. "I don't care about his federal status," she bellowed. "I'm saving my community." I called Emily, who sped back, but Linda was already posted on her lawn, a vigilante in pearls. Caleb, against orders, returned for a forgotten comms device. Federal rules demanded he retrieve it. As Emily tried calming Linda, Caleb pulled in. "See? He's back to finish it," Linda screamed, raising her gun. Caleb backed off, hands raised. but Linda's finger tightened. The shot cracked the suburban quiet, hitting Caleb's leg. He crumpled, blood pooling on my driveway. Emily drew her weapon, ordering Linda to drop hers. But Linda froze, muttering, "He threatened me." I knelt beside Caleb, pressing his wound, when his sleeve slid up, revealing a crescent scar. Linda gasped, her face ashen, backing away and whispering, "No, it can't be him." Paramedics rushed Caleb to the hospital, where they confirmed he needed O-negative blood rare. Linda, dazed, demanded they test her blood, insisting she could donate. The results floored us, a genetic match. Dr. Samuel Pierce, a veteran doctor, pulled me aside. "Nathan, she's likely his mother." The truth was vile. 25 years ago, Linda ran a baby-selling ring, dumping Caleb at Willow Creek General when a $30,000 deal fell through. She'd left him with a wristband scar, her only trace of identity. Now, she'd shot her own son. But my instincts screamed there was more. Emily and I dug deeper, tapping my old federal contacts. Veterinary records showed 8 dogs poisoned with chocolate after their owners defied Linda. Medical files linked her HOA snacks to neighbors' illnesses. A gas leak nearly killed a family fighting her rule sabotage, not chance. A thug, Ricky Vargas, confessed Linda paid him to terrorize residents with break-ins and threats. Caleb, recovering, recognized her voice from a menacing call to his adoptive family years ago. Linda wasn't just a nosy neighbor, she was a predator cloaked in HOA power. Then came her counterstrike. Bailed out by slick lawyer Charles Vaughn, Linda held a tearful press conference, claiming Caleb was her kidnapped son, brainwashed by me, a corrupt ex-agent. Deepfake videos and AI voice messages flooded online, framing me as a trafficker. Willow Creek split. Some saw her lies, but many bought her sob story. Federal probes targeted me, and Emily faced pressure to back off. Dr. Pierce broke the case, sharing records of Linda's cold abandonment of Caleb. Caleb's televised interview, raw and unyielding, rejected her. "She sold me, ditched me, shot me. She's no mother." I called Agent Claire Morgan at the Child Trafficking Task Force, who revealed Linda ran a trafficking ring moving 23 kids over 15 years. A federal sting hit her HOA office, where she burned fake files in a panicked standoff. Caleb, in a vest, faced her live on air, shredding her lies. She surrendered, charged with 32 counts, including trafficking and attempted murder. The trial exposed Linda's empire, spreadsheets, photos, and graves of 12 murdered children. She got life without parole. Caleb launched Horizon Hope, rescuing 19 kids in 6 months. I joined as director, finding purpose. Willow Creek axed its HOA, becoming a child-safe model. The Caleb Reed Act tightened trafficking laws. Linda died in prison, shanked by inmates. Caleb's words echoed. "She died for me 25 years ago when she chose cash over motherhood." Her worst crime was shredding trust, but Caleb's strength turned pain into justice. Bullies overreach, but truth, fueled by courage, always prevails.